Alright guys, so today we're going to learn about subtraction. Alright, we've been learning about addition throughout the last however many weeks that we've been in school, right? And now we're going to start beginning to learn how to subtract, okay? And today we're going to teach you the first strategy of how to subtract using addition, okay? So first thing I need everybody to do is I need you to go and get out your math books and turn to page 233, okay? I'll give you all a second to do that. 233. It should be lesson 5.4. Good job, guys. That was fast. Good job. Awesome. All right. And just a reminder, all the rules Miss Ellis has for you guys is also in place for me, all right? So make sure that we follow the rules, okay? Because the same rules apply, all right? Your words on. Use addition.
Use addition.
To subtract.
To subtract.
On a number line.
On a number line.
I can count.
I can count.
On from a number.
On from a number.
To a greater number.
To a greater number.
I can explain how.
I can explain how.
To count on to subtract.
To count on to subtract.
I can write.
I can write.
The difference.
The difference.
Your words off.
Your words off.
Alright. So, we have been learning how to add, and now we're going to start learning how to subtract, okay? Which is the opposite of adding, okay? So it's a completely different ballgame, right? The better you understand addition, the better you'll be able to understand subtraction, okay? So, we have a couple problems here, okay? We have 52 minus 29, right? So, you don't know what this answer is, right? Not yet, at least, okay? Unless you're really good at math, right? We may not know how to solve this just yet, okay? Because like I said, it's the complete opposite of adding. So, and this, what I'm about to tell you guys, applies all the time in math, right? If you don't understand the problem, turn it into terms you understand, okay? That's the best life tip I can give you for math. I use that tip to this day. I'm sure Miss Ellis used that tip to this day, okay? Turn it into terms you understand so you can solve the problem. Now, what do I mean by that, okay? What I mean by that is, let's pretend that nobody in here knows how to do this, right? Because in theory, nobody knows how to subtract quite just yet, right? So you see this problem. I don't know how to subtract. What's that answer? Is that 0? Is that 5? I don't know, right? What you do is, I'll take away in just 1 second, let me get next one. So what you do is you turn this problem around and you turn it into something that you definitely should understand, right? So instead of saying 52 minus 29 equals what, you can say, what plus 29 gives me 52, right? So we're solving the same problem here, but we're turning it into different terms that we understand, okay? So I want everyone to do that real quick. I want everyone to find out what you add to 29 to give you 52. All right, try it out. See if you can figure it out. Alright, I see a few of us are still working. I'll give us all just a little bit more time. I do like what I'm seeing on some of these pages. Okay. So who thinks that they know what you add to 29 you get? 52? 52. Let's see. Anika, what you think? 33? Okay. So, what did you use any particular strategy, addition strategy to get there, or did you just add it? Yeah. Okay. So, you're close. That's what I like the most is you're close. Okay. Very very close. Okay. But y'all just a smidge. Just one part of that was off. So, who thinks they have? Jackie? 23. Exactly. Okay. See, you were close. You were close, Anika. You see, you had the 3 right. The 3 was one important part, but the other 3 should have been a 2. Because if you add 33 to this, right? You add 3 to the 29, it would be 32. And you add 30, it's 60. See? Okay. So that is correct. Okay. Now that gives you the same answer here as it does up here. Okay. Now I'm going to show you the differences though by using the number line right here. Okay. So down here, let me draw. How do I get the draw tool? Oh, okay. There. Thank you. Appreciate that. Sorry. Okay. So let me go ahead and put our answer in right here. 23. Okay. So. So again, same problem, right? It's just written differently, 2 different ways. Okay. But the way you get to the answer for both of these is different. Okay. So we're going to start down here with addition that we know, right? And I even saw some of you using this strategy, which was great. I love seeing that. Okay. So one way to do this, right, is to kind of, everybody knows about adding their 1s and their 10s, right? Okay. But what you want to do, right? Because again, it's breaking it down into terms you understand. So what you would want to do is add 1 to this 29, right? And now you have 30. Right? Okay? Now you have a nice even tens number. So we need to get from 30 to what? Well, yes, 52, but we're only adding 10s. That's what we're about to do, right? I'm about to add 10, another 10, another 10. So I need to get from 30 to not 52, but 50. There we go. That's what I was looking for. We're getting to 50. Okay. So now I'm going to add this plus 1. Right. Now I'm going to add another 10 and jump all the way over here, and now we're at 40. Right. Okay. Pretty easy, right? Just gotta do it one more time now. We're gonna do it one more time. We're gonna jump all the way here. Okay. And now we have 50. It's easy, right? Simple. Now there's one more step. Who can tell me what I have to add to this 50 now to get to the final thing? 2? Yes, there we go. Perfect. All right. We add 2. And now we have 52. Okay? That's simple, right? A lot of us was using that strategy, so we all recognize it. Okay? But now, we're gonna jump up here. I'll take some questions once we get past this one, okay? I appreciate y'all's eagerness to want to answer questions and ask questions and stuff, okay? But we're just talking, y'all are listening right now, okay? So, now, what's the difference between this and this? Well, if you look at the number line, obviously you can tell we're going this way instead of this way, right? Because when we're adding, our number is gonna keep going up and getting bigger. But when we're subtracting, our number's gonna go down, right? Okay? But it's the exact same concept as down here, but there's only one difference. There's literally only one singular difference. We all see the difference here? Who can tell me the difference I see here? Emma? Right, it's a different symbol, right? That's the only difference. Okay? So see what I'm saying when I say they're pretty much the same thing, but they're just completely opposite? That's what I mean. Okay? So, now, what we're doing is, so we subtracted 2, right? You good?
Are you subtracting the 2 or the 29? From the 52 to get to the 29? I'm sorry. Because you're starting at the 52 on that one, and you gotta jump back to 29?
Is that what we're doing on the thing?
Well, I was just trying to see why we were taking on the 2. I'm sorry.
I was just showing them that it's
Oh,
pretty
okay.
much like the same thing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's more of kind of
Okay.
showing them like the same thing before
Right.
we kind of.
Oh, okay, you're gonna do the same like the 29 later. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So sorry.
Yes, sir. It's okay. It's okay.
Just ignore me.
So I'm just showing them like how they're the same thing.
Yeah.
So, again, it's the same thing. So now, instead of jumping forward 10, we're gonna jump back 10, right? Okay, then that gets us to 40, and so on and so forth, right, until we get that way, okay? It's all the same thing, okay? But for, oh my goodness gracious, this board is not working.
Yes, it can be very temperamental.
Come on, Bob.
Oh my goodness.
The board's name is
Mom,
Bob.
let
That's
me
why
erase
it's
it.
Okay, there it is.
You can just press the X on the screen.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. All right. So, I messed up now.
That's okay.
I messed up now. I'm
So
like,
now what you're gonna show them is you start at 52. What are we gonna have to take away? What does our problem tell us that we're gonna have to count backwards on our number line? What are we counting back? We've gotta do the 29 jumps to see where we're gonna get to. Do you think you should start with the 10s or the 1s? You wanna start with the 10s? All right, so.
sorry, thank you.
No, it's fine. It gets like that up there.
Okay, so, yes, thank you. I'm sorry, I was drawing a blank there. I was kind of panicking.
You're
there,
fine,
so
Mr. Howe. You're doing
it
a great
happens,
job.
right?
It does happen.
Get a little stage fright sometimes, especially when you think you're not doing something right.
No, you're fine.
So, thank you for Miss Ellis for reminding me and making sure that I was teaching the correct thing.
You're doing great, Mr. Howe.
So.
That's a far
So,
jump.
yeah, because we're not jumping 10, right? We're jumping 20, so it's gotta look at least somewhat bigger than that. It may not be exactly, but it's fine, doesn't matter, right? So yes, we're gonna subtract it in the same fashion that we did down here with adding. We're gonna either jump 10s or we're gonna jump 1s, right? But it's easier to start with the 10s, okay? That's why we're subtracting 20 instead. So now you count backwards, right? And look down here, right? Which one of these looks like we took, never mind, that's not a good question. Ignore that, okay? We're taking 20 away. What do we think is gonna be right here? Who's thinking? Cal?
No, I was gonna ask,
Oh.
do we have to erase one thing? Do we have to erase the thing so that we did it?
Oh, did you write what I wrote earlier? Yeah, sorry, you weren't supposed to write that. I should have said that. That's my fault. Right? Yeah, if you wrote what I was writing earlier, that's not what you were supposed to write. That's my fault. I should have told you. This is what you're writing right here. Okay? So, but who thinks they know what number goes right here? 35. You're close. You're close. Where'd you get that 5 from? There we go. Yeah. I give up. So, yes, 32. Because we took 20 away, right? 5 minus 2 is 3. And we still have our 2, so it's 32.
That's 3
Okay?
plus 2 is 5.
Do I know?
3 plus 2 is 5.
Mm-hmm.
So you should do it.
Exactly. Right? So now we are left with a 9. Okay? So, what do we think is the easiest way to go about subtracting here? Emma, what do you want to do? Minus 9? So you can do that, and if you want to do that, that's fine, right? Because solving it is however it works best for you, okay? But I want to break it down a little bit more so that everybody can understand and see the easiest possible way to do it, right? If you want to do minus 9, you can, okay? So when I look at this, the easiest possible way, I think, is to just take another 2, right? Because now it's nice and even, okay? That's nice and even, and now all we have left is 7. So then you could say minus 7, and that gives you 23. Okay? If you want to do the minus 9, that's fine too. Let's see if the board was working here. There we go. There we go. Okay? Because that is perfectly fine as well if you just want a minus 9, right? Because no matter what, you're going to get the same
Wait,
answer.
what would be the minus 7?
So the minus 7 is because if you take 2 from this, right, and make it a 30, that's minus 2. And then that still leaves you with 7 left over after you take 2 here. Does that make sense? You're breaking it down a little bit more, right? Because it's, the more you break it down.
7 minus or equal 23?
Yes, exactly, right? It's the same thing. You can do minus 2 to get it to 30, and then subtract 7 to get to 23. Or you can just jump straight to the minus 9 from 32, which still gets you to 23. Doesn't matter what way you do it, you should still get the correct answer. That's a good question, though. I'm glad you brought him to that.
Talon, Mr. Howell is making a friend of 10. Remember how we practiced that early on, how to make a friend of 10? He made a friend of 10 because then it made more sense to count down. So he counted down by 2 because 2 plus 7 is 9, and then he took away the then he took away the 2, and then he took away the 7. Because 2 plus 7 is 9, 7, 8, 9. You understand? You did?
Thank you. I appreciate you.
No, it's okay.
I appreciate you giving the terminology that you use.
No
'cause I'm not
problem.
completely familiar with that. All right. So now all that's done.
You just swipe
Oh,
it.
okay, yeah, cool, awesome. All right, so now, I want to give this to you guys to do, but I want to make sure that we're up to speed because that was a little bit of a lot. It was kind of a hot mess too, that we just went over. So I want to make sure that we all understand. Everybody give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, how good you feel about it, okay? It's okay, be honest. Are you like in the middle? You can do it in the middle. If you're in the middle, that's fine. That's fine. Okay? Yeah. What are you doing? You can't be both. Do this. Yeah. Okay, so we have not as many thumbs up as I'd like to see. So that's okay. Because if I remember correctly, we should have. Oh yeah, it's this problem. Never mind. I see. This is the problem that's done in the book for you, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. That makes more sense. Alright. So, well then, yeah, we'll do that for the next one. We'll go through this, we'll check one more time, and then we'll see if I let you guys go in there, okay? So, this is just kind of going through what I explained, right? Okay? So, except it's kind of going in reverse this time, right? It's kind of just jumping up here, up to 64. Right? So, yeah, you can do it either way on the number lines. It really doesn't matter. Like I'm saying, it's up to you. All I can do is tell you how you can do it, and then you, as long as you get the right answer, use whatever strategy you want. right? It's the same thing with addition. Anytime you guys took the quizzes, Miss Ella's always, what'd she tell you? She told you, use whatever strategy you want, as long as you get the right answer, okay? So you can use what I just showed you, or you can use it this going this way, doesn't matter, right? So,
Can you use whatever strategy instead of using that?
as long as you get the right answer, use whatever strategy you want. So, well, what am I doing? I'm about to draw, but I, so we wanna get from 38 up to 64, right? So this is the part where we're using addition, right, to subtract.
Wait, why does it say minus then? For your division?
Because we're subtracting, but we're using addition to subtract. You'll see what I'm talking about right here, right? So we wanna get from here to here, and then all these numbers we're gonna get in the middle gives us our answer, right? You'll see what I'm talking about. Just be patient with me, okay? So right here, we add 2, gives us 40, okay? Just like what I showed you earlier, okay? And now we're gonna add 10, and we're gonna add 10, right? Now why don't we add another 10? Can somebody tell me? Ronnie?
Because you can only go to 64.
Right, we're just trying to get to 64, so if I add another 10, we're gonna be at 70, okay? So that's why we stop here. There's only one number left to add, which is 4, okay? So there's that part. The next part is taking all these numbers and adding them up to get our answer, right? So our first number was 2 plus 10 plus 10 plus 4, okay? And once you add those numbers up, that's what you get, 26, okay?
Oh, I see.
You see? Yeah, it's starting to make a little more sense now, right?
That was easier for me when you
Yeah.
used all the numbers.
Right. And hey, that works for you, do it. Right? As long as you get the right answer, man. That's all we're concerned with. Is that's why we teach you all these different strategies, to give you multiple ways to solve it. Okay? So that you find whichever one works best for you. So we add all those up, we get 26. It's the same answer to the problem that we were trying to originally solve. Okay? So does this make a little more sense now? Yeah? Alright, now, here we go. So let me get another thumbs up, thumbs down going on here real quick, see where everybody's at. Okay? We still got some sideways thumbs, we got a lot more thumbs up, okay? So, do you guys think you can do this on your own?
Yes.
At least, you know, on your own for now?
Oh, I
Yeah?
couldn't get those.
Alright, okay. So, alright, I'll let you guys go with it real quick. See how we do. See how we do real quick. Now, if you still don't feel comfortable with it, just raise your hand. I'll come by and I will assist you, okay?
Boys and girls, numbers 3 through 8, you're gonna have to add to find it because you have not learned yet how to break apart the 10 in the tens place. Stacking it will not work for you. Stacking it will not work for you because you cannot, if you look at that first one, it says 56 minus 27. 6 is at the top, 7's at the bottom on that ones place. You cannot take, if you have 6 as my big number, I can't take away 7. So you need to add to figure it out. Very little confused. Let's go ahead and make our jumps. No, because look, 1 is at the top. I can't take away 6 from 1. You can't take a big number from a small number. We haven't learned how to break that apart yet. Maybe you have the wrong answer, so you do need to do number line. This is not correct. No, it's still not right, guys.
Okay.
You need to add up.
Okay.
Gotta work on this.
So there seems to be a little confusion. That's okay, all right? That's why I said, you know what, let's let you guys do it, and let's see how we do.
Mr. House.
Okay? So, I want everybody to look up here real quick, okay? Everybody looking up here? Yes? Eyes on me?
Eyes on.
All right, so, just a little bit of confusion, that's okay, right? That's what I'm here for. I'm here to teach you and guide you in the correct direction, okay? So, when you see this problem, right, you should just immediately, you should see it and immediately jump to a number line, okay? Now, of course, this is set up for you, like specifically set up for you, okay? Now, on some problems, what you're just gonna have a blank number line, okay? A completely blank number line, so you don't have to do the entire thing on your own, okay? But this does about half the work for you, okay? What it's doing is it's showing you how you should be adding your numbers. You should be starting by getting this to be, should start by getting this to be a nice even tens number, okay? So, how do you get from 15 to 20? Can someone tell me how much you add to get from 15 to 20? 5, right. So you do plus 5, right? And then you want to stay on the tens track as long as you can. So add 10, right? Now we're at 40, we're just trying to get up to 43. So we stop there. The only thing left to do now is add 3. 3 plus 10 plus 10. Okay? That's all it's asking you to do there. And then you just take these 4 numbers and you add them up. 5 plus 10 plus 10 plus 3. Y'all still follow me here? Yes? Okay? And you can just add them up, right? So I'm gonna say, okay, well, let's start with 10 and 10, right? That gives me 20, 5 and 3, okay? And you can add it up however you want. You have a ton of strategies for that. And then this should be your answer. Okay? That's all it's asking us to do. Okay? It has a nice number line set up for us. All we have to do is make the jumps, count how much is in between the jumps, and add them. Right? Okay. So what was this part confusing everyone here with the number line? No? Was it the adding? Yeah, it was the adding the numbers at the end? Is that, yeah? Yes, Tal?
Something that was confusing me was, you know when you, on the number line where like 43 and 40 is?
Mm-hmm.
That's when you look like a backwards 7.
Okay, so, okay, yeah, so, I'm trying to answer questions to figure out what everyone's confused on. Sophie, are you confused on something, or are you just, trying to answer a question? 20 and 30, that's a 10, I just messed up. Okay, So is there any questions about the problem? Was anybody confused about anything on this problem before or after I just went over it? So there's no questions? No questions at all? So we all think do we feel a lot better about this now? Thumbs up? Thumbs down? Thumbs side? Still got some sideways out there. Okay? That's okay. Alright. So I'm gonna leave this up here for you guys to look at. Okay? And I'm gonna let you go on and do the next one. Okay? And see if we do better than that one. Okay? Go ahead. Start working on it.
So you're adding the county up, that's what you showed me, so we're gonna count up from 59 to 76. So they started here, 59 plus what, it's gonna give me 60, let's count up 59. No, 59 is 60. Yeah, so we added 10, and then we're gonna count by tens, for the plus, you're adding up. How are you doing, Jackie? Can somebody give me a question about this? Alright, so we may have to draw a number line here to answer these ones. Do you have a question this time? Alright? Alright, so we are gonna count up from 59 to 76. What do I have to jump by to get to 60? 59, 60, what did I jump by? So, you are subtracting, but you're adding to subtracting. Do you remember the other day when we were in class and Trey showed us that addition problem? He added up the two parts to get to the total? Right, so we're doing those, we're taking the two parts, we're taking apart and we're adding, right, we're adding to see how much, what do we need to get to 76? It's like a part total question. All right, go ahead and draw your number line. I'm coming right back. Let me look at my slides real fast. All right, what did you count up by? Good. One, go ahead and put it there. All right, Lily, try and do the next one. Over here, you're gonna draw your own number line. No. We're not at 60, we're trying to count up all the way to 76. Oh, see, class. Remember that subtraction is just a total and a part and a part. So when I'm adding, like 76 minus 59, 59 is my part. I'm counting up to my total, which is 79, and then I'm gonna add that part in the middle, because remember, all math that we're doing is either part, total, if we're adding. When I'm subtracting, I start with a total, I'm subtracting the part, and I'm getting to the other part. So what we're doing is we're taking that part, 59, and we're gonna try and see what the other part is, so that's why we're counting up to the total. Does that make sense? Okay. Not really?
So do we have to use number line?
You're gonna have to use a number line, you're not gonna be able to stack it to figure it out.